Hello, and welcome back to the channel where it's time for another pickups video where I've decided to go back to doing monthly pickups. So I'm recording this at the end of July, the 31st of July to be more precise. And yeah, I just decided to go back to doing monthly pickups because, uh, I just felt like it. To be honest, I much prefer doing the monthly pickups video rather than the weekly. I've been doing the weekly for 2 months, and I just decided after I posted the last one to just go back to doing it on the monthly basis. So yeah, I got two things. Technically, I also got a game, Nintendo Switch game, but I left the case inside in my bedroom, and that was just for Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I would have rather gone Let's Go Pikachu, but they only had Eevee there. But I did get two stuff for the TV show collection. I'm just checking on one thing there. Yeah, don't have it, so good. Yeah, so just two things for the TV show collection. The first one is Ben 10 Alien Force Volume 2, which is one I was looking at just to see if I already have it, but I don't. I just have Volume 1, 3, 4, and 5 of Alien Force um, so far. It was just a quid, so not bad uh, to pick up because I always check uh, the kids section of the uh, of my local CEX to see if they do have any Ben 10s in, and if it's one I need, I'll grab it. And that's my cat meowing. Yeah, it just has from episode 6 to 9 uh, on this. And then the other thing that I picked up was a South Park box set because I have season 1, 2, 4, and 9, and now I have season 13 because it was the cheapest. They had a few other seasons, two other seasons that I wanted, but I wasn't. I mean, I paid 42 for the Pokemon game, uh, but I wasn't paying 25 for the other two seasons that I needed. That was there. So yeah, it's another South Park season to add into the collection because I do want to collect all of South Park. Whereas I'm only collecting up as far as I think season 13 of Family Guy, which I think I just need two more seasons for that. And then I still need to figure out how far I'm collecting for American Dad. So yeah, I was going to pick up the Super Mario Brothers movie because it had a nice slip, but I might pick that up on Friday when I get paid again. Because it's a bank holiday as I'm recording this first bit, so because of that I get paid again. Anyway, yeah, my Nintendo Switch is almost dead, so I'm gonna go downstairs and continue playing some Pokemon. So yeah, I'll see you whenever I pick up some more stuff. Okay, it is now Wednesday, the 2nd of August, and I just got a package from AJ. I've already filmed my opening, which went up on, as I said, the 2nd of August, at the very beginning of this month. But he sent me over two things, a DVD, not a DVD, a Blu-ray Steelbook, as well as a comic, which I've already started reading, so probably, but again, by the time this pickups videos come out, I may have done a review for it. But anyway, the Blu-ray Steelbook that I got sent was this Star Trek Into Darkness Steelbook. I still have the packaging, the protector on it, as well as inside here is the note that AJ sent to me. So very happy to have this, my first Star Trek Steelbook, and yeah, I got it in good condition. He's good condition through postage. It didn't get damaged or anything like that. So very happy to add that into the collection, which means I can get rid of my regular Amaray case. And the comic book that I got is Doctor Who, all the a matter of life and death, um, which I've already read the first story in it, and I thought it was very good. But obviously, as I said, I'll probably have a review for it out. Sure, have already posted my review, but yeah, the back of the book basically says the Eighth Doctor, as played by Paul McGann, is shocked to find one of his old houses on Earth to have been taken over by a young artist, Josie Day, an artist whose paintings are unexpectedly coming to life. The search for a shocking truth of Josie's power sends the pair on an epic quest throughout throughout space and time, for a shattering test of faith in a civil war, to a creepy Victorian magic show, a cursed stately home, and a final revelation in the stars. Uh, so yeah, as I said, right now I've only read like the first story, which I thought was pretty good, and I look forward to finishing this. And as I said, I already have a review out for it. So yeah, that's all I have for right now, until I decide to pick up more stuff throughout the rest of this month. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so just finished filming for the live DVD and Blu-ray hunt, which obviously I went live, and I got three things. The first one's actually right behind me, and it's this lightsaber that a friend of mine, a store so he owns a store that I go to frequently, that I gifted it to me. It's definitely, not like the ones that I grew up with, that were a lot more bulky, that you could just barely get your hand around. But these are not bad. I can actually get my whole hand around it, and stuff. So yeah, from now on, that will be behind me in videos. So I picked up one Blu-ray at a Friday market or car boot sale, whichever way you want to look at it. And it is for Ghost Rider, the second Ghost Rider film on Blu-ray. I paid €1 for this. Happy to have it. Happy to have both on Blu-ray now as well. And then the last thing I got for right now is Series 7 of South Park to go into the collection. So yeah, that's all I have for right now. Gotta go film for another video, and then I'm gonna go get some food into me. Okay, so it is Wednesday the 8th or 9th of August. And I have two more things because I went down into town with some friends after the Pokemon Direct that happened. Yeah, so it is the 9th. Yeah, because the Pokemon Direct happened on the 8th. Yeah, so on the 8th, Tuesday the 8th, there was a Pokemon Direct. Afterwards, I went into town with friends, and I spent €2 in CEX on a TV show season and a movie that I swore I would not move on to until AJ over at AJ's Movie Place convinced me to give it a go. So, I'll start off with the TV show. And that is, when I went in, I noticed a bunch of people had traded in, one person traded in a good few seasons of this TV show. This was the only cheap one. The rest were like 10 to €15 per season. And that is for That 70s Show. So this is season 2. A show that I have not seen in full, but it's a show that I do love. I grew up watching it. And then I did watch only the first episode of That 90s Show, which I thought wasn't that bad, but I haven't gone back and rewatched it, finished watching it. But I do know it got confirmed for a season 2. So yeah, none of the discs have been put in, so I'm gonna go do that. And I'm gonna pause so I don't waste any time. And there we go. That's all the discs in. This is a little loose, this thing right here. because it's broken a bit, but that's fine. Also comes with a little booklet, which I guess goes over the episodes. Yeah. And then here's a nice picture of the entire cast. So yeah, like I said, I grew up on that 70s show. There's a lot of TV shows that I grew up on that would surprise a few people, that I actually know about them. And yeah, that 70s show is, like I said, it's a show I grew up on as a kid that I absolutely loved. And yeah, happy to start adding this into the collection because as I said, I never watched it in full, but I know if I'm collecting all the seasons, I'm not going to collect the last season, where uh, the actor who plays Eric isn't in it because he went off to obviously shoot Spider-Man 3 at that time, and he only really came back for the last episode. So it's not really worth getting the complete all 7, 8 seasons of that 70 show, and the final season is that terrible. Um, but yeah, happy to start adding that 70 show into my collection. Now, the movie that I said I was never going to watch is for a review that's coming out in September. Um, and that is, of course, Terminator. So I'm doing a Terminator 2 review next month. And I watched it early on this month. And then when I was doing one of the last times I was on live stream with AJ over at AJ's Movie Place, because I don't know if I've been on since, but early August was when I was on, um, and we were talking about Terminator, and he kind of convinced me to give Terminator 3 a shot. So yeah, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine. Um, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. You know, you never know. I might turn around and say, "Oh, I actually really like Terminator 3," because my track record of I thought Terminator 1 was just okay. I really like Terminator 2. So yeah, you never know. I might just turn around and say, "Oh, you know what? Terminator 3, not that bad." But we will see. I'm not going to say exactly when I'm going to give T3 a review. Like I haven't no so far I haven't November or December planned out. Uh so I'm just gonna say it'll be sometime next year because I'm already planning out at least January, because January is going to be like a quiet month, so just expecting like collection showcases and top 10 lists and all that. But yeah, I went for the 2 disc version of T3. So, and it comes with a pretty thick booklet. So yeah, that's all I have for right now. Stretched this out for a good 6 minutes. Don't know what else I'm going to be adding, but I know my local CEX, I might not have it now, but they did have season 1 of the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and I kind of want to get that just to see it because AJ has convinced me to give it a shot. So, and it's pretty cheap. So yeah, I got a bus to catch. So I'll see you all next time. Hello. So it is now the 11th, and I have one more thing that I picked up because it was a recommendation by someone. It was actually the same person who gave me the lightsaber. And because I was talking about the 30-day movie challenge that I'm currently doing, and I've basically pre-recorded nearly as of this clip the first 20 days, and I was talking about at day 5, which is my most underrated film, which obviously I picked Parked, and talking about how it's one of my favorite Irish movies, and I was going through an Irish movie kick, and he recommended this movie to me. It's an Irish movie that I never heard of, called Grabbers. Now, I recognize this guy right here as Alonzo in Doctor Who. You know, he appeared in Voyage of the Damned, and then of course in the End of Time Part 2. But this is a very interesting and so Irish movie. To the point where I'm actually going to read you off the blurb to the back of this movie. Because it is quintessential Irish, to say the least. So, the plot of it is when local fishermen go missing and the shore is littered with dead marine life, the inhabitants of a small west of Ireland fishing village discovered they are being invaded by enormous blood-sucking, tentacled creatures from the sea. Overrun and under attack, the hopeless locals realize that the creatures are allergic to alcohol, making intoxicated people toxic to eat. To stay alive, it's time to rally the villagers, arm the troops, and head to the pub. And that's what I mean by Irish, you know, where the us Irish are known for our drink and drinking and all that stuff. So yeah, it's only an hour and a half long. I haven't watched it yet. I probably will get around to it at some point. But yeah, uh, kind of looking forward to it. You know, it done really well during the Sundance Festival, and you know, it's got some great reviews from like the Irish Time, the Irish Daily Star, Totally Dublin, Entertainment.ie, and so on and so forth. So I'll give it a shot, and we'll see how things go. So yeah, don't know what else I'm going to get for the rest of this month, but we will see as time progresses. Okay, doing this really quickly. Only have one thing for right now on Monday the 14th, and it is a Blu-ray. And for now, it means I have all of the one character from the MCU. And that is Captain America Civil War. Only downside is that the label here is very sun bleached. I noticed a few that were sun bleached that was there, so that means they were obviously traded in by the same person. But yeah, it was €2. It's actually now, as I've said, I haven't seen The Winter Soldier, so I've only seen the first Captain America movie and this one, and I really do like this one. And I know a lot of people swear that The Winter Soldier is really good, and I probably will get around to it. You know, it's one of the many MCU films that I haven't seen, but I'm in no rush to see everything from the MCU. I know exactly roughly what happens in The Winter Soldier, so I just need to get around to it at some point. So yeah, happy to add this into the MCU collection, but also the Blu-ray collection because it was that cheap. Okay, so it is Wednesday, the 15th, I think. I don't know, but it's a Wednesday now, and I went into town and I got these, but the story of how I got those is this. Before heading to Crawford's Cafe, which is the guy who gave me the lightsaber, I stopped into a St. Vincent de Paul charity shop, and in there for €8, I saw on VHS the original Star Wars trilogy special editions. Now I did leave them behind because A, I'm not paying €8 for them, and B, if it was the non-special edition versions, you know, the ones that are worth a good bit more than the special editions, I would have picked them up. But whilst I was having a look there, I noticed some PlayStation 1 games. And recently, CEX in Ireland have been doing some PlayStation games. Not every PlayStation game, but some. And it was a Spider-Man game, Spider-Man on PS1. Now I knew that CEX sells it for 35, so I knew I would get a nice trade-in for it, you know, either on a voucher or cash. And I was right. I got €23 on a voucher, and I paid 50 cents for that game. And I immediately traded it in. So, yeah. And with that, I spent $22.50 on this, being all TV shows. They're all TV shows. 4 of them actually completes a season, and we'll get into that one. So the first one that I picked up was, again, as recommended, kind of recommended by AJ. He did somewhat suggest that I check out this, which is Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, Season 1. I paid a $5 for it, technically a $5 for it. So yeah, I know it's a show that lasted 2 seasons before it was, cancelled. I know next to nothing about it, but as I'm venturing into, as far as Terminator 3, I may as well give the Sarah Connor Chronicles a go as well, and see how I like it. How many episodes actually is it in season? Oh, really? Only 9 episodes? Interesting. I thought it would have been longer, but no, it only lasted nine episodes. I'm guessing it's probably because this did come out during the 2008 writers' strike. I'm assuming I'll probably have figured that out by now, but yeah, going to give this a shot. So, a couple of months ago, I done a rant video on the different prices between UK CEX versus Ireland CEX, and one of the examples I used was of a TV show called Ghost Whisperer, and it was the season 1 to 5 box set, where at the time it was €40 here to buy it and £12 in the UK. Well, at that time I only had season 2. Now I have them all, and I didn't pay 40 odd fucking euro for them. I paid decent prices for all of these seasons. So I want to make sure I have these in the correct order. Yeah. And like I said, buying the individual seasons better than spending 40 fucking euro on a big box set. Because season 2, I believe, was like €2 or something. And so we have season 1, which I paid 3 for. I have season 3, because as I said, I already have season 2, and that was $2.50. I have season 4, which I paid 4 for. Trying to say that 10 times fast. I'm not going to do that because I'll slip up. And then season 5 for 8. So all of these for $22.50. Not a bad haul. Technically for free, since it was on a voucher that I was in profit from just selling, trading in a PS1 game that I bought for 50 cents. So yeah, let's see what else I get for the rest of this month. Alright, so I wasn't expecting to already quickly update this. I'm a sweat mess because I'm literally just back from the town. And I ended up getting these. So yeah, let's get started with what I got first. Let's put those behind me there. Yeah, so I met up with friends because lastminute.com us decided, we were free, we would meet up. I already had something planned for earlier, so I couldn't meet up with them until around 12. And so as soon as I met up with them, we went straight into Oxfam. And for once, I actually found something in there. Not a movie related though. As you've seen, I bought the special edition, hardened edition of Modern Warfare 2 for the Xbox 360. This isn't in the best of shapes, I'm not gonna lie. But it has obviously the art book for the game. Just to give you guys a little teaser. And then it also came with the steelbook, and the steelbook is in very nice shape. and then it is also complete. And I don't know if it still works or not, but it also came with a download code for the very first Call of Duty, or as it's now known as Call of Duty Classics. So I paid €2 for this. Now I could have traded it in to CEX, and I probably could have gone quite a bit for it. But as you know, I do collect Xbox 360 games, and it's a cheap steelbook. I do collect steelbook for Xbox 360s, and I will just, for €2, I will add it in to the collection. So yeah, that's a new old Xbox 360 game. So we went into another charity shop, and then for €3 on their DVDs, I bought 3 movies that I haven't seen. 2 I bought just to see, and then 1 was a recommendation. So I bought The Martian, which is a movie I haven't seen. The main reason why I bought this was because I keep seeing clips of it on TikTok, and I watched them, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. So I've been meaning to watch it, and for, I don't know, however math it is, for 3 for €1, not a bad price. And then the first one that I wanted to pick up was Top Gun. Now I know it says €2 there, but that wasn't done in that shop. So it is the 2-disc special edition, and there is all the features, which you can't really make out. And so then a recommendation for me was Eternal Affairs, a movie I know next to nothing about, but just going off of the 3 stills on the back of this, I think I might like it. Now, that's not... I got one more thing that's really, really cool. So I should, keyword should, if I'm watching this back, include some B-roll here, because my friends and I went to the arcade, Arcade, and I've been saving up my tickets to buy one thing, and I finally done it this time. I was like, when I started it, I was like 500, about 500 away, and with the help of my friends, I did it. And I already would have showed this on my Instagram, but they had a starship from Eaglemoss, the USS Chekhov, there, as you can see, NCC 57302, the Springfield class, and this ship is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Looking at it when I took it out, it was beautiful, beautiful design. I love it. It's a kit bash of the Galaxy class, because when they were doing Project Galaxy, they came up with a bunch of different Galaxy classes. This is the explanation in universe. And yeah, so 950 tickets this cost me to get. And you're probably thinking, well, you probably spent a good bit on coins, right? On the machines. A lot of the machines out there in the arcade is literally €1 to do it. So eventually we're playing this Scooby-Doo pull game where you pull down a lever and it spins a wheel, and whatever it lands on is how many tickets you get. And we were playing it for so much that we actually emptied the thing, just getting enough tickets for this. So hopefully I'll have shot some B-roll footage of the ship in its stand, because I am so happy to finally have another Eaglemoss ship in my collection, because I only have, as you can see behind me, the Akira class USS Thunderchild. So here it is. Like, just look at this beautiful, beautiful ship. Like, it is... this is my first proper time having a look at the Springfield class. One of the ships that was destroyed at the Battle of Wolf 359, which I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned. And, yeah, because those ships weren't seen. The only reason we know of them is because, obviously, as I said, they're kit bashes of the Galaxy class Enterprise D that they built and destroyed for the graveyard scene in Best of Both Worlds Part 2. But we did see the battle of it in the DS9 Season 1 Episode 1 Emissary, but we didn't see a whole lot of ships in that. We saw ships that we knew, like the Excelsior class, the Ambassador class, ships like that. We didn't actually get to see any of these. So I'm just trying to figure out where the mounting point for this. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. I like the mounting point for this. That is very cool. So this is actually going to replace my Lego Starship that I made ages ago. So it is right there, which you can now see proudly in the background. And this is just the Lego one that I made. But yeah, so that's another 7-minute ramble. This pickup video is going to be very, very long. I do apologize. Okay, I am going to end this off because it's already a half-hour long. And I'm in my bedroom and can't be bothered to go into the other room to go set the phone up to end this properly. But thank you all for watching the 50th pickups video on the channel. And I hope to see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's scissor reel of what movies to expect to come out in September. And again, I will see you hopefully on the end of September or near the end of September for the next monthly pickups video. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time.